I hope everybody's keeping themselves safe and well wherever they are in the world. Здравствуйте из Новой Зеландии. Это моя красивая город, Новая Зеландия. At the beginning of the year, I met a girl called Lisa who reached out to me. I was in America filming for my new TV show Reunited, which we're still doing. This is the little side piece that we did in America at the time. So Lisa reached out to me through I'm Adopted and asked to meet up, which was pretty incredible and pretty amazing, and that's what I did. I sat down with her, she told me her story, and I also asked a lot of questions actually about her life, growing up in Detroit and just everything, and her adoption story. It was pretty cool. It was great to communicate and get in touch, and it's showing that the community is definitely growing. It's a pretty incredible story, and here it is. I hope you guys enjoy. Lisa, hello.
Hey, Alex.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Bit cold?
Yeah.
So Lisa, tell me about yourself.
Well, I was born in Russia in 1998 in Moscow, and I was adopted about a year later when I was 1. And I've been, back in Michigan ever since, just growing up. I go to Michigan State now. I'm studying music education. I've always known that I was adopted. My parents were really good about kind of showing me pictures of Moscow and telling me about my, as much as they knew about my heritage and my birth family, which was pretty little. So maybe around middle school, when I could really understand what that was, and going on, I would start looking for, the names of my parents on social media. I didn't have my dad's last name, but I had my mom's full name. And so I would kind of sneak down in the basement and find all the documents that I could find on them, and I'd read through them. I wouldn't tell my parents at first because I didn't want them to feel bad about it. But now it's very different. So anyway, I couldn't really find anything online. Facebook, the Russian social medias. I just couldn't find her.
So Lisa, how long did it take for you to actually find your birth family?
The search was really quick. It was, I contacted the guy that I was recommended to, named Eric. I contacted him via email, and within 2 weeks, he had found my birth mother.
2 weeks? It's very quick.
I sent him all the documents over. I did pay him a little bit, not an over, exaggerated amount or anything. And he was very good about just getting back to me and communicating nonstop almost for those 2 weeks. And then, we came out with a successful search, so.
You're waking up in the morning and you got an email.
Yes.
What was going through your mind when you got that?
I woke up and I looked at my phone, and that was when I saw the email, which included, hey, your mom is alive and well. This is where she lives. And he included several pictures in there. And I was like, oh my God. I ran, kind of like a kid getting up on Christmas morning. I ran downstairs and I was like, Mom and Dad, look, this is my mom, And there was one picture in particular that looked exactly like me. Because, you never know with an investigator, if it's real. And it looked like me with just a slightly different color hair.
Genetics.
Yeah.
And were you prepared for any outcome?
You never know when you're searching for parents if they're gonna, my mom's fear was that she's maybe, a prostitute or alcoholic or, anything, or maybe she had passed away. We didn't know, the background. And we know now that my mom had, she has a disability. She's lived on disability pensions all her life, which is why she's, rather poor and unemployed. But it's something she can't control, which is also partly why she gave me up. But yeah, my parents have been very supportive, even though it's, an emotional journey for them too.
Of course. What was going through your mind when you were doing this process?
I kind of tried to detach a little bit emotionally, at first, because I didn't want to get my hopes up about anything. I didn't even know if she'd want to meet me or talk to me. Right now, I'm not sure if my dad wants to do that, so that's still a question mark. But I was really glad that, I got the message back from my cousin, and it said that my mom had tried to get me back from the hospital several times. She went back and she wanted me.
She tried.
Yeah, and she was lied to a couple times, and that's why she didn't get me back.
How did it make you feel when you knew that they wanted to get in contact with you?
I thought a lot about this. I think there are 2 reasons why adopted kids might be angry about their situation. One is not being told that they were adopted at first.
Yeah.
You know, the Hollywood segment of, you know, you're adopted at, you know, 13. And then the second one is like how their adoptive parents handle the question of, why did my mom or dad give me up? And my mom was always a pro at that. And she would answer that question every time I asked it, you know, for years. You know, it was the same question every time. I just wanted to hear a response. And she would always say, like, your mom wanted you so much, she loved you, but she was so poor. If she had you, she would have given you all the bread and all the water that she had, which turns out that's all she eats. But she would have given that all to you. You would have gotten all her money and everything, but she loved you so much that she wanted to give you a better life. And, you know, of course, she didn't know that that was true. She just, you know, knew that that's what she had to say to make sure that I felt like I was wanted. And so when I was doing the search, like, I knew that it was possible to, you know, that was not true. So it was really, like, it was just a huge relief. And it just instantly, like, filled me up, and it still does whenever I think about it. Just knowing that, like she really did want me, and she, like, not only once, but, like, several times, she wanted me back.
So you're going to head off to Russia now, and hopefully see them.
With them, so far, they've been as generous as possible with the contact, and you know, my cousin's gonna host me when I go. She's already said, like, I have a bed for you, like, you know, not for me, but like, she's like, I have a place for you to be. You know, I'll drive you around. I can show you what Moscow's like, and we'll go, you know, talk to your mom a few times, and like, that's all I could ask for.
What's next for your journey?
I'm hoping that I'd be able to go back more often, and, you know, that's why I'm getting the Russian passport, so that, you know, in the future I don't have to worry about getting in and out, and, you know, one day I can go, you know, see her for Christmas and, like, give her an actual, like, family Christmas, because she lives alone, you know, and I would like to just do anything I can to make her life a little bit happier, and to know that I'm okay, you know, and she's going to be okay, and I'll take care of her as much as I can from over here.
And grow that contact with her and that relationship with her.
Yeah.
That's her goal.
Yeah, just to like start rebuilding things just slowly as much as I can.
So how can I help?
I have, like, some questions about going to Moscow, because it's kind of like the abyss right now. You know, I've done a lot of, you know, research that I can on my own, but there's very few people out there who have done exactly what we're doing, you know.
I can give you some tips right now. Start to learn a bit of the Russian language, the alphabet, learn hello, goodbye, привет, спасибо, please, пожалуйста, little things like that. And then I also recommend that you download a translation app on your phone, Google Translate, Yandex. That's useful as well. You can talk into it as well, have a very basic conversation. It's very small, but it's very useful. It's a great resource. And also, when you get to Russia, download Yandex Taxi, which is a very useful way to get around. It's in English and in Russian, and to help you get around, it's perfect.
Okay.
I think it's a good start.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. Nice to meet you, and thank you so much for getting in touch.
Nice to meet you too, thank you.
So yeah, so it was a great interview. It was a good sit down. Thank you so much, Lisa, for getting in touch with me and for having the opportunity for all of us to meet and talk. It's an incredible part of your life, and I hope that everything goes well. She is planning to go back to Russia again very soon, and I hope that does all fall into place for you, Lisa. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you guys who reach out to us through I'm Adopted, the community, helping other adopted people connect around the world. That is what it's all about. So this was right in the middle of us filming for Reunited in America at the start of the year, but it was incredible. I was in Detroit, we're doing another story there at the same time, and I got the chance to make this happen, so thank you very much. And I hope everybody around the world is keeping themselves safe. Look after yourself and look out for each other. Until next time, до свидания из Новой Зеландии. И спасибо большое. Пока-пока. Спасибо.